Hello, this is Toby, and today I want to talk to you about the simplest method that you can use to ensure that your Schlumbergera Christmas or Thanksgiving cactus will flower. So basically, if you want these guys to flower, and it's not that hard, trust me, I'm making this video just for those beginners who don't have experience with these plants before, and I'll probably put a fact sheet at the end about some information about them or like some care conditions at the end of the video. So if you want to see that, go to the end of the video and I'll put that on. But for now, I'll talk to you how to get your Schlumbergera to this state. So you can see that all of my Schlumbergera's Christmas cactus, or these are hybrids, are in flower. Now, the easiest way that I can tell you how to do this is just leave them outside with natural light and just don't do anything with them. And when I say don't do anything, I literally mean don't do anything apart from watering. So what I mean is, when you leave them outside, the reason they flower is because they detect the length of the daylight, and since it's autumn, and in the northern hemisphere, autumn is around Thanksgiving, so in autumn they know that the daylight is getting shorter, and they will start to bud up. So but if you, let's say I pick this up and rotate it around 180 degrees, it'll drop all of its blooms. So you just don't want to move it at all. And for temperature, you don't want to put like a heater next to it or like make it really warm, because it likes to stay the same temperature as well. So once you're beginning to see buds around this size, or even smaller in fact, if I have some on this plant, like that size, that's when you don't move them. Leave them like this. And if you have lights in your backyard, keep them close and just let the natural light just darken by itself, and they enjoy that. They'll show you the beautiful blooms. Now these are all hybrids, these aren't the true Christmas cactus, but this is the how do I know that what I said is true? But when I bought this, there was a lot of buds like this, and there was a couple of flowers open, but when I took it home, after 2 or 3 days, all the buds just dropped because the lighting was different, so it just dropped its buds. So what you want to do here now, you want to water it just slightly more, because they are using energy for the buds, and you can see sometimes they wrinkle a bit more. And to tell if you need to water, just gently press. If it feels soft and bends easy like that, give it a good water all the way down. Make sure the water drains. They can have slightly more water than a normal cactus, because they are tropical. And if you do pollinate your flowers, you will get fruit. Now this fruit's been here since last year. Last year I pollinated it when it flowered, and I cross-pollinated it with this, and the fruit is still here. So it does take a long time to fruit. So careful flowering isn't that hard. You just dump them outside, give them water, don't move them around, and you'll get flowers if the plant is mature. And I'll just show you something. Even if the plant may look small, some can still flower. So this was a cutting I found off the floor, and I just planted it this part. I don't know what color it is. I've never seen the flowers of it. I planted it, and it's got flowers. You see that nice bud? Now it's the same thing with this. If I just picked it up and put it over that shelf where I have my other plants, that would have just dropped bud. So if I keep it here, it will open. So the flowers are almost ready to open, and as you can see, I haven't changed the positioning of the plant, and I just watered it and left it here to do its thing. Fruit's still here, and you can see the flowers. Some of the petals are starting to open up, and it should be open by tomorrow. Hopefully we'll see really nice flowers. You can see the size is pretty good, and the color is pretty good as well, a pinkish color. Like they do come out white, but once they're about to open, they turn this pink color. Like, as you can see, the process. Some are just turning pink, some are still developing, and some are about to open. And same with these, but this one's just a bit slower. Small flowers, reddish in color, and yeah. And I'll show you the other one as well while I'm at it. Other one, very big, pinkish reddish color, also about to open. You can see a bit of white in there as well. So we're gonna see how they look. Okay, so it hasn't really opened fully, but we can see the inside of it. You can see very nice parts of the flower, and you can see if you draw a line straight down from the flower, it is symmetrical. So that's something special about these flowers. And I've got more, some over there. This is a bit pale, but this is what typically the color would look like for this plant. And the seed is right here, and I'll talk about the seed after the other flowers open, so I cross-pollinate. And some still like this, and this would usually open a lot bigger, but it's just opened today, and I'll film it again tomorrow, hopefully opening bigger, to show you what it looks like. You can see very long throat, and these aren't open yet, and nor are these. But I'll move over to that one over there, and almost open. You can see the nice color on it. I don't want to lift it up too much. Very nice color. I do apologize for the poor lighting. The flowers are fully open, and if I show you what they look like, as I said before, if you draw a line down the middle of the flower, you should be able to get a perfect line of symmetry with all the flowers. And you can see there's a very beautiful purple stigma and the little yellow anthers where you can get the pollen from. And you can see I'm not turning the lights on to record this. I don't want to disturb the lighting of the plant, so that's very important. Like I said before, if you do disturb the lighting right now, the buds will drop and flowering will be missed. So even though it's dark, I'm still gonna let it be dark. If I want to record it, I'm not gonna disturb the environment because I want it to flower. The other ones I haven't flowered yet, but the one from the cutting should flower tomorrow. So as both the flowers are open now, I'll talk to you a little bit about pollination and cross-pollination. So you can see the little flowers here. I'm just lifting it up and see if I can show you the parts. You can see the nice color in it, and you can see the parts. So I'll show you how to pollinate. Get a little. All I find is you get a little cotton tip. So the little pollen is on the little anthers over there to get some pollen if there's any. So there doesn't seem to be a lot. And so I'm gonna cross-pollinate. We're gonna go from that one to this, and we just put the pollen right there. And now we go to the other side and get some pollen here. This one is a bit more pollen. Just brush it on. And we're gonna come over to this, lift the plant up with my finger. I'm gonna just apply it there. And hopefully it works. I might put a bit more pollen on off camera. So more flowers have been opened on this plant. You can see there's a lot here. You can see that a lot of flowers open. The one I tried pollinating, we don't know if it's success yet. This will start to swell up and it will eventually become fruit like this. And this hasn't come off yet, and it's been a year. But what I'd like to show you is I know I was going to show you the pollinated fruit, but I did discover this flower looked a bit odd. If you look at it, it's pretty pale compared to the others. And when I look at it, it looks like there could be some variegation on it. So that's really nice to see. You can see those little fine stripes on it. That's very unique. Because if I just show you a normal flower that just opened today, you don't see none of that stripes. All you see is just one color. But that one is obviously more pale. I'll show you the plant. That flower stood out to me the most. And when I took a look at it, it looked like it's variegated. So I might save that branch and I might just make it a cutting and we'll see what the flowers look like. And if it's variegated, then yeah, we'll see what we'll see what happens when I prune the plant. So what I was talking about, the buds dropping, recently, because of the construction site at the back of our house, they've turned the light on, and you know, since there's artificial light shining at night, this did not react well, this plant did not react well with that, and most of its bud has just dropped. See, I touched it and the bud just fell off, and there's barely any bud left because it all dropped of the different light, because the lighting conditions changed. So that's very unfortunate. But one fortunate thing we do have is that if you remember that flower we pollinated last time, we cross-pollinated with the other one. The other one didn't work, but on this plant it bared fruit. So how do I know it bared fruit? Now these other flowers, you can see when they wilt, the little power attaches itself to the segment, it sort of shrinks and dies as well. I can show you another example. It's really obvious on the other one, but this one's dried out even more, but you can see it's still green. That means it's still growing, and what's gonna happen is that's gonna grow bigger until it's around a centimeter big, like this, and it'll become green, and when it's ripe it'll go soft and red. This isn't ripe yet, it's just red, but it's not soft yet, it's still really hard, so we're gonna have to wait. And remember, this grew when this flowered last year, so yeah. And I'll show you what the smaller one looks like, and here we go. This one, I don't think the fruit pollinated. Yep, I just touched it and the flower fell off, so that means it was not pollinated. And this will just continue to grow after it flowered. We'll leave a little mark there where it flowered, and it'll continue to grow. So I don't need to prune this one. I'll make a video on pruning these plants, because let me see if I can get a focus closer. These are very leggy. You can see the segments are long, and it's just one long segment, and that's not going to create a lot of blooms, because obviously like only 1 or 2 flowers come out at one of these. If we have more segments, we'll have more flowers, and I want to make it more compact. Right now it's very open, so I'll show you how to prune it once it's spring. So I'll put a fact sheet or a little information sheet at the end of this video. So I hope you learned something from this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.